Yeah, that. Okay, we don't need all of the soundtrack to play. How's his people doing today? I am sick. But practice waits for no man. So we're going to do that. I should probably put up the go live message literally anywhere, instead of what my current plan was, which was to put it up in nowhere. So I'll just take a moment. There we go. Thank you for your patience and your patronage. All right. Onimusha to Samurai's Destiny. I'm not going to bother running a timer because I'll just check the IGT at the end.
In 1560.
We don't need to know what happened in 1560. It's probably not important.
A new warrior.
All we need to know is Magoichi, you fool. More like Samurai's D Tiny. Haha, got him. There are two important things you need to know about Onimusha 2. One is that they won't allow you to enter the mine unless you have a permit. And the other one is that Magoichi, you fool. How you doing, Kaz? Oh, and yeah, like Gogan Dantis is the greatest swordsman of all demons.
Nice bonus.
Thank you for 52 months. Also, what's good, Aki? We got Aki. She watching the Praccy. My personal donation thing is I'm going to donate $1 for each critical. You need this frog. No. This is the other feudal Japanese sword slinging game I'm playing. Oh.
In 1560.
Oh, here comes the iconic character of Onimusha 2.
Do you have a permit? I won't allow you to enter the mine unless you have a permit.
Now, Muramass, I'll be practicing on Wednesday with you on co-coms so that you can learn what it is. And now we meet Magoichi and Eke. As, of course, Magoichi of Magoichi, you fool fame, and Eke of being the character who says Magoichi, you fool fame. Yeah, fair. We talk to those guys because they indicate that Kotaro is upstairs. So we can meet Kotaro early. When you got the mine permit, the speedrun is insane. And the KVM switch is still not working? Heckin' dang it.
Okay, you can go in.
Now we can enter the mine because we have a permit. Watching a streamer play a game you don't care much about. Which game is that? Well, let me know if the one you... If that other one doesn't... Or if the first one doesn't work, I will... get that figured out for you. If the new one you get does... or doesn't work either, then we'll figure it out at Slurpathon. Oh. I mean, that's fair. Should make Eke show up. Walk over here. Cutscene starts. We're going to go in here and get Hyojin Yari, our second weapon. Jubei's going to get a call on his smartwatch. Why am I waiting here? It's a bad habit of mine. I see enemies and I'm like, I can parry these. Oh, when Magoichi's a fool. Get this medicine. And now we're gonna fight Gingham Fats. Let's see how many crits I can get on him. 6? That's not bad. We want to finish the fight before Eke shows up. Because that'll play a cutscene afterwards, and it's faster if we don't get it. Ah, man. Fuck. I think I'm only 2 off, though. Never mind. 3. Alright. Didn't beat him entirely using Isen, but we did beat him before Eke could show up. Although it is funny, because the cutscene that plays when Eke leaves after the fight is he just goes, "Now for some women!" Give Kotaro the frog, because he doesn't like it. Make sure our affinity with him is nice and low, so we don't have to play as him later. Oh, that's funny. Alright, now we can counter the mighty fighty mannequins. Now we go into the mine. Mine permit man is wandering in circles. See? He can allow himself to enter the mine because he has a permit. This is a mine or a mine. Miners, not miners. Hey Kotaro, see? I helped you out. I'm a good guy. Bye. Could be. Maybe it's a mine. Maybe it's a crime mine. See, Kotaro's fine. Now we found this big room full of enemies. They're fighting Magoichi. We're gonna do this. Aw, damn, it still got me. That's okay, check this out. It doesn't actually fully block the exit. I'm sure Magoichi will be fine. It's not like he's a fool. And I get this like Agni and Rudra moment where these two statues come to life and they summon an enemy. And then check this out. Shit, 2 enemies. They didn't stick around. I should just ice magic this guy, but my pride is too great. So I have to E-send him. It's bad for time, but good for charity. Alright, now we're at Gifu Castle. We go through this door and Magoichi's gonna shoot a guy. And it's a Capcom survival horror game. It's all JPEGs. Do Sudoku. Charity is stronger than time. It's greater than time. Check this out. Eke's fighting another one of those vacuum guys. Not only is Eke not fighting a vacuum guy, Eke isn't even here. Oh, yeah, for sure. $3 more for charity. And I got the roofie flower. I'm not going to use the roofie flower at any point, but... and then history book. And another item I'm not using that my compulsive need to pick up items. Are you okay? Okay, get serious. Would I like to watch Frankie Boyle and Simon Armstall roast normal people? Oh, never mind the Buzzcocks. It's very strangely worded. Well, it's not really strangely worded. It's strangely worded in the context of, like, in the middle of a speedrunning practice. This guy's now free from evil energy. Like, would I like to watch it as... Like, in general? Yes. Sounds fun. I just, like, very not an opportune time to watch it, because... I'm doing practice right now. And I actually don't have a whole lot of time today, because I have movie tickets later. I wish I was free from evil energy. We all wish that. Oh, excuse me. It's just the first 3 episodes of Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Pretty excited about that. 2E Sends is actually faster. If you get it right away, 2E Sends is actually faster than using ice magic there. But it's RNG dependent, so... The safe strat is using ice magic. Also, as Kaz pointed out earlier, this is in fact Gogen Dantes, the greatest swordsman of all demons. No, you. It was made as a movie. They'll release it as episodes of a television show later, but... No, Gogen... Nightbot's been fine for, like, weeks. You helped me fix it. Wouldn't that make him the greatest swords demon of all demons? No, demons are still weirdly gendered in this game. I am Gogen Dantes, the greatest swordsman of all demons. And the entire series Demon Slayer would be 15 minutes long if Gogen Dantes was in it. Because he would have just killed all the other demons for being shit heels. Except for maybe that guy with the 6 eyes. His name I can't remember. It's all good. Talk to Eke first so that he doesn't... Talking. Give him this Tengu mask. And now that I've talked to him, I can go back and talk to Jujudorma. I've been coming here for years. Nightbot's never been fine. So says you. To be fair, Gogen Dantes is not a normal thing to spell or read. Fucker. I did not. That's fucking unhinged. Holy shit. Alright. Grab our mother's ring here. No, you're allowed to find it funny. You're allowed to find anything funny. How you react to something being funny is sometimes a matter of social protocol. It's an accidental Isen. Gonna hit this wall panel. So I saw Jeff in the chat earlier and failed to acknowledge him. How you doing, Jeff? Your name is Jeff. And we love you for that. And for other reasons. Nice. Phoenix to the south. Tiger of the West, Dragon East. Hi, Mikey. Hugs all around. Fucking floor. You guys are ready for the ultimate speed tech. Jump over here, and you actually have enough time to try and do the jump the other direction, and then wait for the thing to pass by. The ultimate in speed entertainment. Now we're in the Fog Valley. One of the things I like about Hyojin Yari, the spear, is that it's like running light attack, just like knocks people on their ass. One of the comments was, how do you fit all that on a bullet? Well, I mean, there's more room on the casing than the bullet, but fair. I like that. Fair enough. Yeah, once we have, this is our third weapon, Senpumaru. It's our Wind Glaive. I guess its running attack also knocks people on their ass, but I feel like it's longer. Senpumaru is also really good. Like, as a kid, well, as a teenager, when I played this game a lot, Senpumaru was my favorite weapon. Even then, it's a lot. That's true. I don't know, when the guys, like, laser etching's pretty impressive. Oh, come on. Bad enemy placements there, unfortunately, but that's okay. Stop to kill those two soul absorbers so that I can ration as much magic as I can. Because magic is very useful in this upcoming Gingham Fats fight. What's the guy at the laser etching place say? Well, he doesn't care. He's making minimum wage. The laser etching place. The mall. You probably do. Shit. Really bad Gingham Fats fight so far. Well, Gingham Fats 2, technically. What? What? Come on. I like getting 10 chain E-Sends on the first Gingham Fats, and then so far going into this one with a big old goose egg. I mean, I feel like the laser etching places should maybe be more discerning when it's stuff on bullets. This isn't the first time an assassin has laser etched their shell casings. Shit. God damn it. Well, that was a truly, truly abysmal Gingham Fats 2 fight. But that's why we practice. And at least we know we won't get a like it's almost impossible for us to get a Gingham Fats fight that bad at the actual marathon. There we go. Is Slurpa the guy you hired to take you to the Quickie Mart HQ? I mean, sorta. Slurpy Ninja's old friend of the channel. Actually, the guy I know Paunch through. The Mega Man 9 speedrunner. Incredible dude. One of the finest people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. But he does a charity event every year. I'm running Onimusha 2 for it, so. You're absolutely not wrong there, Magus. Yeah, that's fair. Also, yeah, good point, Kaz. See if one of these guys swings. I've ended up in this exact situation where it's like I've wasted more time waiting for swing the E-Sen off of to kill the plant thing with E-Sen than I would have just slashing them all down. God, what? That also happens a lot where it's like, oh, well, here's an attack I can E-Sen, and then the plant hits you in the back. Holy shit. go. Somebody. There you go. Alright, another annoying boss fight. Jujudorma. For my money, the game's most annoying boss fight. I have not. I actually haven't played a Civilization game since Civ 2. Yeah, I remember... Actually, I think I might have played a demo for Civ 3. Wait, no, those were magic orbs? Got one E sent in right at the end there. It's the best base game. So you're not civilized? Not at all. What on earth gave you the impression that I was civilized? Sejong, best ruler. Also just caught the joke about the do no conquest being invisible because he did no conquest. And time for Gogan Dantes 2. I like this game's like relatively hardcore take on the like boss fight you can't win, which is the like you can't win, but if you don't like try, then you don't get to proceed either. You actually have to like put up a fight. See, this is a game over. There's trousers like a barbarian, it's true. Fuck. What that herb. Took a shit ton of damage in there. Just gonna switch to Hyojin Yari because it's better for Goken Dantes. I'll pre-use that herb. I gotta make it convincing for the opening of Symphony of the Night. Ah, fine, yeah. Oh, turtle ships rule. There we go. All right. It's another weirdly timed thing. It's not based on how many of the fish you kill. It's just based on time. Also, I just picked up a Darga, even though we're not going to use a Darga. Old Borneo as Nobunaga. Build Alhambra. Attacked by Indonesia. Paid Korea to declare war on them to stop city falling. That's pretty cool. There was a steampunk in Goku Japan, he'd be the one all over it. Yeah. It's true. Nobunaga was big on industry. Industrialization. I'm going to do a safety save here just to see what our timing's at. 40? 40 minutos? Not bad. Nice. Okay, there we go. There's some of the fucking E-sends I missed. That's always the funny thing with Civ. Like, watching people play Civ, or, like, hearing people's accounts of, like, their crazy stories of nuclear Gandhi. And what have you. So we lost. She had the ants. One of my favorite things that I would genuinely like to write a book about is various pop culture trying to, like, rationalize Mitsuhide Akechi's betrayal of Nobunaga as, like, a good thing, actually. That's hilarious. Yeah, when Akechi was just like... I think it's like everything I've read now, admittedly, is limited due to my capability of engaging with a lot of first-party sources, but... that he was a... just probably pretty bold-facedly just, like... thought he had a chance at taking over the country. Damn it, I ran to the wrong door. Also, you're goddamn right. Go back to Ragebound. Okay. I think the most credible theory is that he knew that Hideyoshi was going to be... like, Hideyoshi had basically, like, usurped any potential position he was going to hold in terms of just, like, prestige and power and stuff like that, because, well, in his defense, Hideyoshi was a much, 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 much better strategist and tactician in general. But Akechi did take a treaty hostage, specifically Tokugawa Ieyasu. I was like, okay, Ieyasu. Now we're in charge of everything now. And then the second Hideyoshi showed up, Hideyasu was just like, oh, Ieyasu was like, oh, I'm out. Well, he's batshit crazy like 20-something years into his rule, but he was very effective for the first, like, decade or so that he was in charge. He went batshit over time, but he had a pretty good run. Was not meaningfully less crazy than than Oda would have been. I think I fucked this up. Yeah, I put that in the wrong slot. I think I just did it again. Yeah, because I can't get this up to... Yeah. Probably. He was also, like, legendarily a Lothario, so he probably... there's a non-0% chance, too, that he got... he had, like, syphilis or something. Yeah, his war on the mainland is, like, his absolute fall. Fuck, god damn it. Because that was, like, peak hubris. It's also worth remembering that the two people who recorded most of Hideyoshi's history were Christians who were angry at his persecution of Christianity, and the Tokugawa shogunate, who, despite being, like, spoon-fed their shogunate by Hideyoshi, had a very obvious, like, had a lot to gain by pretending that they were the, like, one sane man at the table that showed up and saved Japan from despotism, when obviously they were extremely invested in the like Hideyoshi regime until he died. Like, there's a lot of stuff about, like, oh, well, he wouldn't have raised those castles, and it's like, my brother in Christ, he was the minister of the interior under Hideyoshi. I'm pretty sure he raised a few of them castles. Did I just fuck this up? No. God, okay. Remember some of them, The other funny thing with both Hideyoshi and Nobunaga is that neither of them technically took the rank of shogun. Though by the time he died, Nobunaga was trying to tie himself to both the shogunate and the emperorcy. Germany took Russia early. They only have St. Petersburg, and there's a huge Central Asian German empire sharing the Urals with the Mongols. Fascinating. What a setup. Holy crap. Went through the wrong door. I'm definitely going to go for as much. Yeah, I wrote a lot of my collegiate theses in East Asian Studies on the 3 unifiers, so I'm pretty well familiar with them specifically. They're also just like a fascinating 3 people, like... Fuck. This happened, actually, not the last time I practiced this, but like the time before that, I did the exact same thing. Where I sprinted past this door, despite the fact that I have to do the Great Powder Tube to progress. George Washington went communist. And that's the kind of batshit insanity that makes Civ hilarious as a spectator. I'm sure equally as a player, but like I said, it's just something I think even in like college and stuff, I was like, if this is what I do, this is all I'm going to do, and so I never really got into it. Because again, I love watching people play Civ, and I love playing like Age of Empires and stuff, but fuck, I really wanted those Oni orbs. What a cursed setup I was just at. I'm going for crits with a stupid fucking hammer instead of continuing the speed run. Then detour to get a map of an area that's a perfect circle. That boiler room could have gone worse. Forever war with Germany and Persia over Armenia. Like how even in Magus' Civilization game, Armenia can't catch a break. I love the bonkersness. I'm going to run over to this other room and I'm going to unthaw this guy specifically because I used a lot of heals early on. And I'd like to keep that, I'll take whatever I can get for the fight with Nobunaga. Pick up the gourd. There's no reason for me to do this. I'm just doing it because I'm a fucking kleptomaniac. See, isn't there a Carthage in Texas in real life? But I think that's Louisiana, actually. Delinda asked. The original PR campaign. Fuck me, I'm not gonna get this fucking orb because I hate these plants so much. Wait, for volume or quality of manufactured goods? I need to know if everyone in your campaign is drinking like diet tan. Ah, makes sense. So everyone is drinking diet tan. Still only the mine without a permit, though. It's true. He's like, "Are you made of stone? I won't allow you to enter the mine unless you're made of stone. Unless I'm no longer made of stone." Okay. You gotta get really a lot better at not picking up shit in this game. Man, I'd kill for Dark Souls 2 to have an item like the Great Powder Tube that's just like a reusable branch of yore. Even if like the Feather, it's like late game. Oh shit. Oh, I don't want to use this magic liquid for... I'm gonna gamble here. Is that meaningfully different from how Elizabeth I went anyways? Shit. Okay, I do have to use that magic liquid. That sucks. I was gonna use that to cheese something later. But I was stupid. I used it against the plant. I should have used the ice magic or Dokotsui on the plant. Right, we're rapidly approaching Gogan Dantes 3, the time when we can actually fight him. And I'm fairly certain it's going to be a blowout where I get my ass busted. But at this point, we just kind of got to roll with the punches.
Get off, Tokochiro!
Oh, sacred flute. What? Oh. That was actually pretty good to slash pretty fast for a Gogan Dantes 3. Well, maybe you think it's weird. I'm sure all the Jewish Zulus in Australia. It sounds like it sounds like something someone would say is like an exaggerative example. There's as many of those as there is Jewish Zulus in Australia. Clean fight, thank you. So how you doing, Dudney? We got a shout out for Dudney. Fucking legend, who's also running a bunch of stuff at Slurpathon. Including the casting of Frank Stone and
Jubei, try the right
Crow
handle.
Country.
I'll try the left handle in the opposite direction. Let's go.
If I can do this before the clock gets to like halfway position, that's fast. I guess that's par is the like
We have no time.
middle position. Not too bad. Ooh, nice. Oh. Wahapa. Is that because there's no Byzantine colonial Columbia? Would be a strange reason for anything to happen. All right, time for the Eke boss fight. Eke, please. And a dead angle him. Like this was Sekiro. You can just call them Shinkas. There we go. Okay, he's going to take a nap, and we're going to take his penis necklace. Oh, that feels good. Didn't even equip one of my swords for killing demons with that. I was still using the starting sword, the Agu sword. Because you can't use a Oni weapon against Eke. Time for this annoying RNG fest. Oh. Hey. Hey, that's not bad RNG. Got a magic orb. We got more magic orbs. You get both a gun and a musket in this game, but I don't get either of them for the speed run, so this is the fight I wanted the magic potion for. Nice, okay. Honestly, that could have gone worse. Oh. There we go. Like, can I have the gold scale, please? It is. Well, thank you for shouting out Dudney. I didn't see who did it. I was too busy doing a speed run. Mal is always on top of shoutouts. He's the shoutout king. You speedrun FTL. I played FTL like twice casually like a decade ago. Not on stream. Very cool game, but not something I would speedrun. Okay. Hey, it's Gingham Fats 3. Will this be a fuck up like Gingham Fats 2? Or less of a fuck up like Gingham Fats 1? The answer may surprise you that it's a fuck up like Gingham Fats 2. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not entirely. Takes 17 E-cents to kill this guy. That was 6. Yeah, that's 10 out of 17. Okay. I don't know. So lots of games do speedruns based on like in-game metrics, like in-game time, as opposed to like just real time. Like real time counter, but yeah, just call it a category and no one can argue with you. Exactly. So typically that would be called like a segmented run, because the assumption in speedrunning is that you're doing it in a single sitting. Very few games allow segmented runs. So I get 2 safeties. There we go. That was kind of right in between a botch and a successful run, ultimately, for that fight. You can definitely see the Watto comparisons. If I remembered specifically what a squig is, that too. I'm actually going to get Dokko's Suite here. Level 2, just because I'm going to be using its magic attack a lot in this next fight. I'll do a safety save. We can get a general idea of how close we are to 130. It's going to be close. That's interesting, Mop. I didn't know that, actually. Shit. Get ready to hear Nobunaga call me an idiot a bunch of times. Okay. Go Onimusha. Excuse me. This is the worst pattern we could get, is him going into wind when I'm out of magic. A lot of magic that can hit him. Actually, one sec here. I should have... Yeah, I was going to say, I should have some Senpamaru, since I got magic orbs earlier in the fight. Ah, interesting. Fuck. Okay, I guess we got full magic for Yojinyari. I might just route in some more magic liquid. Yeah, the demons in Onimusha aren't particularly Japanese themed. They're like weird / alien in general, and a lot of them are very like insectile. In fact, in Onimusha 4, the whole plot involves around, like, silkworm moths being the, like, demon, like, proliferation medium. Is Horny the guy on the front of, Dungeon Keeper? Okay. I've never actually played Dungeon Keeper. Ah. I think there's a few spiritual successors to the Dungeon Keeper games, aren't there? Like, isn't that, like, borderline a genre of games? Like, I know there's a few indie games that are, like, very overtly trying to be Dungeon Keeper. I think, like, the Deception series is also very, like, Dungeon Keeper inspired / adjacent. Evil Genius? Oh, yeah, fair enough. I could see that. GG's. Aztec Necron Demon crossover. That sounds pretty sick. All right. 126 IGT, about an hour 30 RTA. Not bad. Only 94 criticals. That's very low, actually. I think that's because I was bypassing a lot of enemy encounters, though. Well, it was a little faster than I was expecting, so... maybe I should do some Peripateia practice in the meantime. I really haven't been practicing Peripateia. Though I know there was an update for it that changed the names of a bunch of the levels. The survival horror level is not called Belgrade anymore. And I'm still really bad at the tutorial level because I always miss my exit on the staircase. And what's the point? I mean, it definitely took away the joke I was going to make when I was going to run this at Slurpathon as well. Ah. Oh. Botched that. Is that looking the wrong direction? Is it on the north side of the staircase, the exit? It 100% is. It's on the northeast exit. I had my mental map backwards. Password is Polska. They give me a train ticket. Whee. Alright, I gotta remember to look for the red arrows. They're on the next floor. Oh, that was just the lights messing with me. Okay, what the hell? I'm out of batteries, too. This would be a good time to reset the run, but I gotta learn. There it is. No. Okay, yeah, I am gonna just restart. Orcs. Very easy. They're the only faction in 40k that I'm familiar with that I don't actively hate. There's a couple cool, like, Imperium designs, and a couple cool Necron designs, and a couple cool, Tau designs, but all those factions are annoying as shit. We finished Onimusha 2, so now we're doing, Peripateia. Speedrun real quick. Tau has some cool stuff, but they feel too focus tested for me. Tyranids are cool too. I like Tyranids. I'm not super like that. That's the thing I should point out as well. I'm not familiar enough with the non-Imperium factions / non-Orc factions to comment on like the way the stories and stuff pan out with them. There's the arrows. There we go. See, this is how this level's supposed to go. So how you doing, Wyvern Master? Enclave without ethereals. Interesting. Well, I know the origin of them. I think that's probably why they feel kind of, like, focus tested. Damn it. Run a single level in Peripateia without injuring both of your legs. Challenge 2025. Impossible. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I do like the idea of the Tau auxiliaries. I'll have to check that out. But I do like orcs. 40k orcs are very fun, I think. And Tyranids are a cool, like, version of that, like, that kind of trope / concept of the, like, you know, that specific type of alien. I know I picked up the Vita Res. I'm not going to fire it. Only going to fire guns like once in this speed run. That's not true. We're going to fire them twice. Yeah, hive mind, but like, yeah, hive mind, I guess is probably just the best way of putting it. And that sounds pretty cool. I mean, my non-40k in like Warhammer Fantasy, my faction of choice was Lizardmen, so give this guy the blackmail. I'm gonna fucking leave. That noise is probably not something we have to be worried about. We're going to be running at like 40% of our total speed because I broke both of my legs multiple times. Vampire counts are cool. I think these days, if I'd gotten into it, vampire counts would probably be my go-to. I play vampires a lot in MTG, so... See? That's how you do it. I only mildly broke my legs that time. Equip my saber. So this is stage 3, the chasm. To take out a bunch of tanks. Thankfully, there's a gentleman over here with a sawn-off PTRS. We're going to just have a civilized discussion with him about whether or not I should be the one using it. And we're going to see how lucky we are. This is a very RNG heavy level. Put on the drone. We're fairly unlucky. One down. Oh, come on. Okay, that's 2 down. 2 down, 2 to go. I'll leave the drone. Fair. God damn it. Oh, here we go. Okay, only 1 tank left. I just have to fucking find it. The game normally expects you to take the PTRS down to the ground floor. There it is. Since that's slow, we just shoot from the rooftop using the camera drone. Ow. We're going to use a health fuse to fix our legs here. I'm actually going to use the energy fuse as well, just to Restock batteries so I don't run out mid escape run. I'd have thought climbing up pipes in the rain would be difficult. It must. Thankfully, you're playing as like a cyborg in this game. Also, this game's really fucking cool. It's an indie Polish immersive sim. It's an early access. It's got quite a bit of jank, as to be expected from an indie immersive sim. It's a pretty crazy genre of game to do as an indie game. But I think it's really cool and interesting. And on that note, we're about to leave level 3 and enter the stage that used to be called Belgrade. It's now called... They changed the last two. Right, Reclamation. The good speedrunners do a crazy thing where they sprint forward during this intro sequence and do a crazy jump while you don't have visual input. It's super impressive. I'm practicing a marathon safe route since I am in fact running this for a marathon. The goal of this stage is to descend. And we're going to do that by abusing the game. One of the like power-ups you always have access to is the coyote time jump. That's what I do. You'll notice me like doing sort of a double jump. It's less a traditional coyote time jump where you just can jump after leaving a ledge, and more if you run off a ledge, you get this like fall control jump up to a certain distance. Unfortunately, ow, that's very bad. Ooh, that's real bad. PTRS, hands down. One of those guns, one of those guns worked. No shade to the boys. They just, yeah, I'm gonna have to restart this level. No shade to the boys. They just didn't have all the information relative at the time. PTRS had its flaws, obviously, but it did what it was supposed to a lot better. So what happened there was, like, the reason I jumped off was I ended up with... No, you're just descending the whole time. And you don't have like most of your augments in this one. Like, you start off with no battery power. So you can't use your camera drone or your night vision or your augmented stamina. But if your legs are as broken as mine were, you can't make the jump I just did onto this, like, trapezoid thing. I'm gonna drop down here and get the only weapons we're gonna get for this level, which is 4 hand grenades. And we're gonna do this. Gonna be running up to surfaces and then throwing grenades through them like that to get past. I am going to hack this computer with its very secure password. I'm going to kill this thing. Okay, now we can leave. There's one like that in Jedi Knight with an AT-80's head. That's cool. All right. Talk to the hallway weirdo. Go back to our apartment. Pick the last level. Last level. Oh, yeah. Last level features one of the most unhinged sequences in any game I've ever played. Not in like a fun way, just like... You go into this weird nightclub thing. Is it a drug dealer here? I'm just going to take their MAC-10. And jump down onto this pipe, and now we're going to run on this pipe for like 3 minutes. We can use enhanced stamina to run faster on the pipe, but we can't use it the whole way because we need some battery level to finish the level. What a thrill when running on a pipe in the former Soviet Union cyberpunk zone. What a thrill. This game is giving you Dark Forces vibes. Oh, yeah. Not gonna lie, a lot of the reason I got into this game is I really like the weird UI. Very charming UI character stuff by Hero Tonfa, themselves an indie game dev, but didn't work on the developmental side of this, just did art assets. His upcoming game is really bizarre. Looks really fun. It's like a... It's about like being a smuggler during the Revolutionary War in America, but it's all done as like cartoon, like personifications of different like regions and stuff. There's definitely Dark Forces because Shadow of the Empire. Actually, you know, it's funny now that I think about it, I have no idea what the plot of Shadow of the Empire was. All right, now that we've run on that pipe for 3 minutes, we've run on this, like, railway for, like, 2 minutes. The non-existent pipeline the UCP wants built. I mean, not far off. I can't remember what the name of the city is in Russia that this stage is set in, but it was like a copper mining hub that they shut down because everyone was dying. And then in the early 2000s, they were like, wait a minute. Let's reopen the copper mine that kills everyone. Sounds about right, yeah. Anyway, copper is worth money. Wait a minute, money can be used for goods and services. Explain how. Oh, shit, I need to equip the Saber and the Mac 10. Oh my god. That would have been disastrous. What? Okay. Nope. And that's why I make a safety save. Wait, damn it. Oh, that's not the right safety save. There we go. Nope. Oh. Okay. What? What the hell am I doing wrong here? Oh, I didn't have the enhanced mobility on. Yeah, that'll do it. I never actually... Never remember the spelling for that one. All right, here we go. No, it's definitely not that sea. Or it's definitely not that place. It's a place that's only known for making copper. And for everyone dying from them making all the copper. Okay, I have to assassinate these two. Now, yet again, gotta hope that I don't get shot specifically in the leg as often. Yeah, that's the name of the place, is Copper Bottom. No? And this is something I think is really funny. Make a handle by stabbing our saber into the wall. And that's GG's. I go kills is 0, even though I killed 2 people, and time is 0, even though I took time. Wait, they fixed the credits not being leavable. Alright. That's all I got time for today, boys and gals. So we are going to hand it over to, I believe, Mr. Super Unknown. And I'll be back on Monday with Bonanza. Carabash is the name of the region. No, thanks all for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. And remember, Thursday to Sunday next week, Slurpathon. Watch that shit.